Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron, let's get this clear. If you want to build the kind of life that others only dream about, you have to start by changing the way you think. The millionaire mindset is not about simply making money, it's about a way of thinking, acting, and living that sets you apart from the masses. It's about taking control of your destiny and driving forward no matter what. But let me be clear, this mindset isn't for the weak. It's for those who are willing to pay the price, who are willing to endure, and most importantly, who are willing to believe in themselves, even when the world tells them otherwise. The first thing you need to understand is the power of believing in yourself. This is not some motivational fluff. I'm talking about the kind of belief that pushes you to take actions that others would never dare. You see, the world is full of people who talk about what they want, who dream of success, but when it comes to taking action, they're nowhere to be found. And why? Because they don't believe they can do it. They believe in their limitations, not their potential. But here's the thing, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. You have to have that unshakable belief that you can achieve what you set out to do, no matter how hard it gets. That's the foundation, that's the starting point. Without it, you will never get anywhere. Now, I don't care how many books you read, how many seminars you attend, or how many podcasts you listen to, if you don't take massive, relentless action, you will never succeed. This is where most people fail. They sit around waiting for the perfect time, the perfect moment, or the perfect opportunity. Let me tell you something, there is no such thing. Successful people don't wait for things to be perfect. They move forward even when everything's a mess. The difference between those who win and those who fail is action. You want to make money, you want success. Then take action, massive action, every single day. Don't sit around thinking, don't wait for it to come to you. Go out and get it. And here's the thing, as you take action, you will face discomfort. You will face fear. You will face rejection. That's how you know you're on the right track. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens when you push yourself, when you do things that scare you, when you face adversity and keep going anyway. If you want to live a life that most people only dream about, you have to be willing to embrace discomfort. You have to learn how to push through the pain, through the struggles, and through the challenges. Because, my friend, that's where the growth happens. That's where you build the muscle, the mental toughness that will carry you to the top. But here's something most people won't tell you. You can't think small and expect to win big. If you're thinking about today, about the next week, about the next month, you're not thinking big enough. Millionaires don't think about today, they think about the next 10 years, the next 20 years. They're building legacies, not just making quick money. If you want to achieve real success, you need to set massive long-term goals. Your vision must be so big that it scares you. And here's the key, you're not just thinking about money, you're thinking about impact. You're thinking about what kind of legacy you want to leave. Success isn't about making a quick buck, it's about building something that lasts. So start thinking long-term. Start thinking bigger than you ever have before. And finally, surround yourself with winners. You cannot do this alone. Look around you. Are the people in your life pushing you forward or holding you back? The people you surround yourself with will either lift you up or drag you down. If you want to be successful, you need to be around people who challenge you, who push you, who make you uncomfortable, who won't let you settle for mediocrity. Winners hang out with winners, and they rise together. If you're still hanging out with people who don't share your vision, who aren't pushing you to be better, it's time to make a change. You can't afford to waste time on people who aren't going to help you grow. So here's what you need to do. Start believing in yourself like your life depends on it. Take massive action every day, embrace discomfort and make it your ally. Think big and long term. and surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow. The $1 Million Mindset is simple, but it requires work. It requires commitment. And it requires you to step up to the challenge every single day. If you do that, I promise you everything you want will be yours. Belief in yourself is not just a concept, it is the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. Without belief, nothing you do will matter. Without belief, no matter how hard you work, no matter how many skills you develop, you will always be looking for the validation of others to define your worth. You see, the world doesn't owe you success, and no one is going to hand it to you on a silver platter. Success begins with one thing: an unshakable belief in your own potential. When you believe in yourself, you stop looking at your circumstances and start looking at your possibilities. The world is full of dreamers, but few of them ever bring their dreams to life. Why? Because they let doubt seep in. They wonder if they're good enough, if they have what it takes, if they can stand up to the challenges that lie ahead. They wait for the right moment or the perfect situation. But let me tell you this, there is no perfect moment. The only perfect time to act is now, and the only person who can make that decision is you. You must believe that you are worthy of success no matter where you are or what you've been through. When you have unwavering belief in yourself, you create a force field around your dreams. The people who doubt you, the obstacles that seem insurmountable, the challenges that look impossible, they all begin to fade into the background because you are focused. Your belief in yourself gives you the strength to push forward even when the road ahead is unclear. When everyone else is telling you to quit, you'll be the one who keeps moving because your belief in your own abilities will carry you through. You need to understand that belief is not something that's automatically given to you, it's something you build. It's something you cultivate with every action you take, every setback you overcome, and every win you celebrate. It's like building a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So every time you face failure or rejection, don't see it as the end. See it as the opportunity to strengthen your belief. Every no is one step closer to a yes. Every obstacle is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming it. The more you push through, the more you will believe in your own strength. Believing in yourself also means you stop doubting your value. You stop letting other people's opinions dictate how you see yourself. The minute you start looking for external validation is the minute you give away your power. You have to realize that your worth is inherent. You are not defined by what others think of you. You are not defined by your mistakes or failures. You are defined by your ability to rise, to keep going, and to learn from every experience. When you truly understand your worth, you will stop settling for less than you deserve. You will stop allowing others to undermine your potential. You'll demand greatness from yourself because you know you're capable of achieving it. But here's the real secret to unwavering belief. It's not just about what you tell yourself on good days. It's about what you believe when the chips are down. When things are tough, when the world is against you, that's when your belief must shine the brightest. Anyone can believe when things are going well, but true belief in yourself comes when you are tested. It comes when you are pushed to the edge, when everything inside of you is screaming to quit, and yet you keep moving forward. That's when you prove to yourself that your belief is not just a passing thought, it's the rock-solid foundation that will carry you through anything. Your belief in yourself is the key to everything. It's the key to your success, your happiness, and your fulfillment. Don't let anyone, not even yourself, tell you that you're not capable of achieving greatness. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back from stepping into your full potential. When you truly believe in yourself, you become unstoppable. You unlock a power within you that can move mountains. So I challenge you today, start believing in yourself like never before. Don't believe in your worth. Believe in your ability. Believe that no matter what, you will rise. Because when you do, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stand in your way. If you want to achieve anything in life, it's not enough to dream about it, wish for it, or talk about it, what matters most is your ability to take massive, relentless action. This is the game changer, the true differentiator between those who make it and those who don't. Let me tell you something that separates the winners from the wannabes. It's the ability to take action when the world tells you to wait, when it's inconvenient, when fear creeps in, and when the odds are stacked against you. The truth is simple: success doesn't happen by sitting on the sidelines. It happens when you step into the game, when you get in motion, and when you refuse to stop moving forward no matter what. People often make the mistake of thinking that success comes from doing something just once and hoping it'll work out. Let me be clear: success is built on relentless, consistent effort. It's not about doing something great once, it's about doing something small, meaningful, and effective every single day. It's about creating habits of action that propel you forward, even when you don't feel like it. You have to be willing to get up every day and put in the work, even when the results aren't visible yet. The grind is where you earn your success. And that grind never stops. You can't afford to get comfortable, to rest on your laurels, or to take breaks when things get tough. Our winners take relentless action, even when the results don't match the effort, because they understand that consistency pays off. When you take massive, relentless action, you're not just doing it for today, you're doing it for the future. You're building the momentum that will carry you to places you've never been. Action is the engine that drives your dreams. Without action, everything remains stagnant. The dreams you have, the vision you've painted for your life, they will remain just that, dreams. But when you put in the work, when you take relentless action, you're making your dreams a reality. You're turning that vision into something tangible. You're no longer a spectator in your own life. You become the driver, the creator, the force that makes things happen. And don't be mistaken, taking massive action isn't about doing what feels easy or comfortable. It's about doing what's necessary, what's hard, what will move the needle forward. It's about pushing yourself when you don't feel like it, and overcoming the doubt that will inevitably arise. You'll have days when you're tired, when you question if it's worth it, when you wonder if all this effort will ever pay off. That's normal. But here's the key: you push through it anyway. You take that action anyway. Because success isn't waiting for you on the other side of comfort, it's waiting for you on the other side of your relentless efforts, of your refusal to quit, of your determination to keep going no matter what. Now, I know that sometimes you're going to face obstacles, big ones, small ones, and ones that seem insurmountable. But let me tell you this: obstacles are not there to stop you, they're there to test you. When you hit a wall, when things don't go according to plan, when you fall down, you don't stay down. You get up. You keep going. This is where most people fail. They hit a bump in the road, and instead of pressing forward, they stop. But the true difference makers, the ones who make it, they hit the obstacle, they look at it, and they figure out how to get around it. They pivot, they adjust, and they keep moving. You cannot allow obstacles to be the excuse that holds you back. You can't let anything stop you from taking that relentless action, from staying on the path you've set for yourself. And don't let fear fool you. Fear will always be there trying to stop you from moving forward. It will whisper that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, that it's too risky. But let me tell you, this fear is just a signal that you're on the right track. Fear shows you that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, that you're about to achieve something great. So don't shrink back in fear. Embrace it. Use it as fuel. Let fear remind you that you're moving towards something big. Relentless action means facing that fear head on, acknowledging it, and using it to propel you forward. The secret to success lies in your ability to act when others hesitate. While they wait for the perfect moment for everything to align just right, you will already be out there taking action. You will be ahead of the game, making progress while others are still wondering whether they should start. Time waits for no one. And the longer you hesitate, the more time you lose. So make a decision today that you will stop waiting for the perfect conditions and start taking action, no matter how imperfect the situation may seem. Taking massive, relentless action is what separates those who achieve from those who only dream. If you want success, you've got to get uncomfortable. You've got to move. You've got to fight through the resistance and never give up. Every step you take, no matter how small, gets you closer to your goal. So what are you waiting for? Don't let another day pass without taking massive, relentless action toward your dreams. Don't wait for the stars to align, make your own stars. Keep moving, keep fighting, and keep acting. Your future self will thank you for it. Life does not reward comfort. It doesn't reward sitting back and waiting for things to happen. No, life rewards the ones who dare to step into discomfort, the ones who embrace the struggle and keep pushing, even when everything in their being is telling them to quit. If you want to achieve greatness, if you want to be someone who stands out, someone who succeeds where others falter, you must learn to embrace and pursue discomfort. You see, discomfort is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally. The moment you begin to understand this truth is the moment you stop running from the very thing that will help you grow. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It doesn't happen when you're playing it safe, when you're comfortable, and when everything is smooth sailing. Growth comes when you push yourself to do things that scare you, when you challenge your limits, when you take on more than you thought you could handle. It's in that space, the uncomfortable space, that the magic happens. Let me tell you something. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. If you're not feeling a little bit of fear in your life, if you're not feeling that tightness in your chest when you're about to take on something big, then you're not moving forward. It's only in discomfort that we begin to expand our capacities, our understanding of what we can really do. And let me be clear, it's not about just enduring discomfort, it's about pursuing it, seeking it out, actively going after the things that push you, challenge you, and make you question whether you're capable of achieving them. Because those are the moments that shape you, those are the moments that reveal who you really are and what you're truly made of. It's easy to stay comfortable. It's easy to stick with what's familiar, but comfort breeds stagnation. If you want to stay the same, if you want to keep your life small, then by all means, stay comfortable. But if you want to achieve something extraordinary, something that people will talk about for years to come, then you need to get comfortable with discomfort. You need to look at fear not as something to avoid, but as something to run toward. You need to take on challenges that seem insurmountable, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about seeing failure as part of the journey. In fact, failure should be welcome because it's in those moments when we fall short that we learn the most about ourselves. It's in those moments of struggle and adversity that we discover who we truly are. Every successful person has a story full of failures, mistakes, and setbacks. They failed more times than most people will ever try, but they never let it stop them. Instead, they used every setback as a lesson, every failure as fuel to keep moving forward. And that's what makes them successful. When you embrace discomfort, you stop playing the victim. You stop waiting for things to get easier. You realize that your circumstances don't define your future, you do. You become the creator of your own destiny. When you choose to pursue discomfort, you are choosing to grow. You are choosing to challenge yourself, to test your limits, and to break through the barriers that others think are impossible to overcome. Every time you push through discomfort, you expand your ability to handle more, to achieve more, and to become more. The discomfort you feel today will lead to the strength you need tomorrow. And trust me, when you look back, you won't remember the discomfort. You won't remember the fear or the struggle. What you'll remember is the strength you built, the person you became, and the life you created because you dared to step into the unknown. So stop running from discomfort. Start pursuing it. Embrace the challenge, embrace the growth, and pursue the life that will be yours because you decided to push past the limits of what you thought was possible. This is your time. This is your moment. Don't waste it by staying comfortable. Pursue discomfort and watch your life transform. Thinking big and thinking long-term is not just a strategy, it's a mindset, a philosophy, and a way of life. When you limit your vision to what's immediately in front of you, you're only scratching the surface of your potential. Success, real success, isn't about short-term wins or fleeting achievements. It's about building something that stands the test of time, something that creates a ripple effect far beyond your own life. Thinking big isn't just about dreaming, it's about daring to envision a future that others might not even believe is possible. And thinking long-term, that's the discipline that keeps you on track, focused, and unstoppable. Most people get caught up in the grind of daily life. They think about their next paycheck, their next vacation, or the next few months ahead. But if you want to play in the big leagues, you need to think beyond the here and now. What does the next 5 years look like? The next decade? Better yet, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind when you're no longer here? Those are the kinds of questions that shape the mindset of people who achieve extraordinary things. They don't just think about what they want to achieve this year, they think about the kind of life they want to create and the impact they want to leave on the world. Thinking big is about breaking out of the mental shackles of mediocrity. It's about refusing to settle for what's easy or convenient. It's about understanding that you are capable of more than you've ever imagined. But here's the catch, thinking big comes with a cost. It means you'll be misunderstood. People might tell you your ideas are unrealistic or that you're aiming too high. Good. Let them. Their small thinking is not your responsibility. The truth is, big thinkers are the ones who change the game. They're the ones who take risks, who make sacrifices, and who refuse to let fear or doubt dictate their actions. If you think small, you'll live small. But if you think big, you'll open the door to opportunities you never thought possible. Now, thinking long-term is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Anyone can have a big idea, but sustaining that vision over time requires grit, patience, and a relentless focus on the bigger picture. It's easy to get distracted by short-term setbacks or tempted by instant gratification. But the people who achieve greatness understand that real success is a marathon, not a sprint. They're willing to plant seeds today, knowing they might not see the fruits of their labor for years. That's the level of commitment you need if you want to create something meaningful. When you think long-term, you begin to value consistency over intensity. You realize that the small daily actions you take are what compound into massive results over time. It's not about making one grand gesture, it's about showing up every day, doing the work, and staying true to your vision, even when progress feels slow. Long-term thinkers understand that every setback is just a setup for a bigger comeback. They don't let temporary failures shake their confidence because they know the bigger picture is still unfolding. Thinking big and long-term also requires you to redefine what success looks like. It's not just about accumulating wealth or achieving personal goals. It's about creating impact, about building something that outlives you. When you think long-term, you start to focus on how you can contribute to others, how you can leave the world better than you found it. This kind of thinking shifts your priorities. It makes you realize that the journey is just as important as the destination because it's in the journey that you grow, evolve, and become the person capable of achieving your vision. And here's the truth, thinking big and long-term isn't for everyone. It's hard. It takes courage, discipline, and an unshakable belief in yourself. But if you're willing to rise to the challenge, the rewards are beyond anything you could ever imagine. Because when you think big, you're not just aiming to achieve something, you're aiming to transform your life and the lives of those around you. And when you think long-term, you're not just building for today, you're building for generations to come. That's the power of a big, long-term vision. It's not just about changing your circumstances, it's about changing the game entirely. Adopting a millionaire mindset isn't just about financial success, it's about redefining how you approach life itself. It's about daring to think big, refusing to settle for mediocrity, and committing to the long-term game with unwavering discipline. It's about turning your vision into action, owning your decisions, and understanding that you alone are responsible for your destiny. This mindset demands courage, consistency, and relentless focus, but the rewards are unmatched. It opens doors, creates opportunities, and allows you to build a life not just of success, but of significance. The journey won't be easy, and the road will have its challenges. But when you commit to this mindset, you become unstoppable. You stop asking for permission to win and start claiming the life you've always known you're capable of achieving. So don't hold back. Think bigger than you've ever thought before. Commit to the process and play the long game. The life you want is waiting for you if you're willing to think, act, and live like the person who's destined to achieve it. Go out there and make it happen. Your future is calling.